Are you living the Origin lifestyle? You know, life in the fast lane, with beautiful people, parties, and hot rides? Well, if you're not, maybe you should, because now the Origin life is affordable for just about everyone with the introduction of the 100 series of ships. For a while now, if you wanted a cost-effective way to get into Star Citizen, your only options was between this and this. I'd argue the Aurora and Mustang line of ships are an acquired taste. Certainly not easy on the eyes, and sure, they come with an array of trim options, but many of us do what we can to get out of these as soon as possible. So it's been pretty much Aegis, RSI, and Consolidated Outland, filling the entry-level pilot's needs. That is, until now. Origin, a shipmaker known more for marketing performance and lifestyle, has finally released the much-anticipated 100 series. Fans like me have been excited to see what the high-end Starship maker could do in the affordable segment, an area where utility is more important than style. And in Origin fashion, they have released 3 variants to fit your needs. The 100i focuses on touring and exploration. The 125A will address conflict resolution in Origin style, while the 135C for cargo will focus on the entry-level trader's needs. So now that these are finally here, let's take them out and see if they live up to the hype right after this. If this is your first time to our channel or videos, welcome. If you like what you see, please consider helping us grow by liking, subscribing, commenting, or even sharing this video. For a small channel like this one, it helps immensely, and I appreciate any feedback. I had so much fun with our last giveaway, we are back at it again. When we hit 200 subscribers, I will have a drawing for a Origin 100i Warbond package, complete with a stylish ivory racing helmet. To have a chance to win, all you need to do is subscribe and comment on one of my videos. Thanks for your support, and with that out of the way, let's get back to this video. Exterior style. Certain starships make you feel something as you walk up to them for the first time. While a Drake makes you feel like it's purely designed to just get the job done. When you walk up to an Origin ship, it invokes the exact opposite emotions. Like Origin is selling you more than a ship, they're selling you the Origin lifestyle, and that you've arrived if you can afford this. And the 100i is no exception, except it's not going to break your bank. With clean lines and sleek looks, it just looks fast and fancy just sitting still. Part of this is due to a vibrant custom paint job sporting the Origin logo, so everyone knows this guy is living it up Origin style. And there's already additional paints you can buy to customize your 100. And while a starter ship is not typically thought of as sporty, the low profile and small footprint really goes a long way to making you feel like this is. I feel like the ship is inviting me to just hop in and take it for a wild ride. And a large, cleanly fit door as it opens starts to show off right. Speaking of doors, it's worth noting that a small door to the front of the ship nicely conceals the quantum drive. In the rear, under the wing, there is also a concealed service door for access to its components. I enjoy just watching these zip through the atmosphere. Even the thrusters just seems to seamlessly feel like part of the light show as you navigate your favorite metro centers. and its home on some of the posh rooftops of the Stanton system. Even if it is just a starter, it's going to turn some heads when you show up at a remote outpost to pick up packages. Origin really excels here, as you would expect, giving the 100 series a 5 out of 5. Interior style. Origins have a reputation of sporting luxurious cabins, oftentimes marrying it to bright spaces and technological innovations. I won't say I'm disappointed with the inside of the 100s, but you can tell when Origin decided to tackle this segment, the engineers made some sacrifices to make the Origin lifestyle affordable for new pilots. So I'm guessing that's why you're greeted with a bed that looks like something off the Space IKEA showroom. I would not call this the most comfortable bed in a ship. In fact, in some respects, the Aurora with its coffin-style bed might be more comfortable, and at least you get a small window to look out of. But let's keep in mind, it is after all a starter ship, and having a bed at all in one of these is a luxury in itself. Isn't that right, Consolidated Outland? So it could look better, but I think it's fine. In fact, the cabin space is very nice for a starter ship. I can move around comfortably, unlike its competitors. A key feature unique to these ships are the two compartments in the back of the cabin. The one on top giving you access to components that can be serviced inside the cabin. The one below hides a cargo compartment nicely. And you can see that the pilot's seat, while appearing to be comfortable, I don't think has the leather material I speculated it would have in my last 100i overview video. But it looks like it may be some form of pleather. The steering wheel lives up to the Origin heritage, as you see a baby form of the wheel in the iconic 300 series or even 85X. The rest of the dashboard and controls are clean and minimalistic, but not fancy, with 5 MFD displays. There is no exposed cabling, but I'm not sure it's luxurious. But it does convey a sporty attitude. The visibility from the pilot's seat is fairly good. With a panoramic cockpit-style roof, the only obstructions are the dashboard down below. But the low profile of the 100 keeps the obstructions minimal, and you should have little to no problems flying around from inside the cockpit. So while it seems more M50 than 300-ish to me, this is an excellent interior to me for a starter ship. I'm going to give the 100 series a 4 out of 5 for its minimalistic but sharp interior, giving it just about enough to sell this as part of the Origin lifestyle. Utility. If you saw my overview video on the 100 series, you know I've been critical of Origin's pursuit of style over function. But that's really not the case with the 100 series that manages to combine starter utility with the Origin lifestyle well. With a bed in each 100, you have the flexibility to crash for the night virtually anywhere. A luxury only the Aurora has given us in this segment. Having a bed is also a nice advantage if you need to carry a passenger. They can at least be sitting on the bed, and a stranded pilot may thank you for that. Cargo is a real game changer here in these. The interior cargo compartment is extremely functional. As you can see, I can crawl in here to load probably 6 delivery crates, if I needed to. The 135C takes this another level. As to the rear of the ship, you can open an additional cargo bay that hides seamlessly into the rear. And as you can see, I can actually crawl in here, and it's rated for an additional 4 SEU of cargo to complement the interior's 2 SEU. While this won't give you the ability to carry a gray cat buggy like the Titans, it's a nice option. Finally, the air system is another game changer in these ships, currently giving you a fairly generous 700 fuel range to traverse systems before refueling. I'm a little fuzzy on its current functionality, but the future potential to extend range and lower your operating budget as a starter pilot is appealing, which is why as a starter ship, I feel these deserve a 4 out of 5 for utility. I don't feel the additional 4 SEU of cargo space is enough to move the 135C higher here. While I feel these are very competitive starters, all starters are hampered by a rather low cargo capacity. Performance. When I think about the Origin lifestyle, speed and maneuverability come to mind. And 100i does not disappoint. Since its performance has been tweaked in the PTU, the 100s are at home zipping through cities in the atmosphere. It even performed well in my Microtech challenge test. I'll typically take ships to battle the winds of Microtech to see how they fare on a quick course through the city. And 100i held its own. So long as you kept it around the optimal speed and curves. But that's typical of all ships. I found the maneuverability to be very good, allowing for nimble moves between buildings and during combat, which we'll talk about in the next section. In space, the light frame coupled with the powerful thrusters will help you move at a fast pace, but plan out slowing down on approaches. The 100 rivals the 85X, the exciting snub fighter for use in the 890 jumps. The acceleration feels on par with the 85X with more utility. I'd argue one of these should be in the hangar with an 85X of an 890J. It's not going to reach 300 levels of performance, but then again, it really should not at this price point. And to be honest, the Aurora and Mustang do not perform that badly. But the lighter and more aerodynamic frame of the 100 feels more exciting behind the wheel to fly. And that's what the Origin lifestyle is all about. Maneuverability coupled with some speed gives the 100 series a 4 out of 5 score. Combat. With two size 2 bearing M4A laser cannons strapped to size 3 Varipuck gimbal mounts, the 100 series is no slouch in combat for a starter ship. While the fire rate is nothing special, these do pack a punch. As you can see here, our 125A tester sporting the camo paint job makes short work of an NPC cutlass. with just a stock configuration. All 100s have the same cannon configuration. Coupled with the maneuverability of these small crafts, the 100 becomes a capable small fighter suitable for entry-level mercenary work. If you're taking out the 125A, you can enjoy an additional missile rack.
Achieved missile lock.
While these ships are not going to stand up to intense combat missions, I found the 125A surprisingly competent in entry-level competition. A group of these in PvP action I think would be a lot of fun too. To me, the additional missile rack was not a big game changer, but it's nice to have an extra punch when time is an issue. For combat, the 100s get a respectable 3 out of 5 in its stock configuration, capable of dishing out enough punishment for the bad guys, in time for you to get back to enjoy the Origin lifestyle. So if I happen to be on a pad next to an RSI Aurora, Consolidated Outland Mustang, and Origin 100i, which one would I fly away in? Well, just looking at the three, the 100i is the one I want to hand the keys over to the valet. But it's more than just looks, because when it comes to livability, I'd also hands down rather be inside the 100s. Now when it comes to combat, you can argue the higher end Mustang is the winner here, but it falls short in cargo and has no bed. So hands down, the best starter ship has to be, well, still the undisputed king of starter ships would be the Aegis Avenger Titan, of course. While it does have a slightly higher cost than these three, it's still worth it in virtually every way. Not only does it carry more SUs with cargo, but you can also fit a small ground vehicle in the cargo bay, which none of these offer. But it's nice to have some stylish alternatives to the Aurora and Mustang at this base $45 starting price. However, if I only had one ship to buy, and the Origin lifestyle was something I'm willing to overlook for now, I'd still start my career in the Avenger Titan, with the Origin 100 series being in second place. But I'm Master Ernesto, and the Origin lifestyle is what I'm all about. So the scorecard for the 100i is as follows. Giving it a final citizenship review score of 20 out of 25 for a solid B rating. And I'll drink to that, Origin. I hope you enjoyed our look at the 100 series. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe. I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments below. I enjoy hearing and learning from everyone. Until next time, this is Astronesto, hoping you enjoy your lifestyle wherever that may be. We'll see you next time.